What's up everybody, Swillow here, and today I'm going to be talking about Code Vein a bit. I'm just going to kind of be playing in the background while we're talking about this game. So I spent a good amount of time on this closed beta, and I have to say that I like the game a lot. It's pretty fun. It plays a lot like Souls, but it has like enough of its own unique spice that makes you want to actually still play it, or gives it like kind of an edge over Souls games for me. Like, I really like the potential that the game has when it comes to making builds and the different mechanics it has, like the parry and stuff, and the pretty cool aesthetic the game has as well. So it's definitely like a super stylish looking game. And there's a lot of cool stuff in terms of build variety. Sorry, I'm just kind of focusing on gameplay sometimes, but I'll try to just focus on talking about the game. So some of the things I really like about this game compared to other Souls games is that you don't have to commit to builds. If you want to change your build at any time, you definitely can. So this definitely encourages just experimenting, exploring, and adapting to the scenario, which is really cool. I also like the way the gift system works as well, which is like your skills in this game. You can sort of chain them in fun ways. Like, let's say I can do like a couple basic attacks and chain it into the Shadow Step gift, which is really cool. So you have a guard canceling as well. Very handy stuff. And as you can see, I can chain my step. This is a quick step. Certain weapons have like faster or slower steps, but right now I have a quick step which I can chain for like really high speed evasion and movement and positioning. Or like some other weapons just have like more traditional rolls and stuff like that. So it's all pretty cool stuff. It's all stuff that just makes the game feel like really diverse in the play styles that you can choose to have. So pretty much I've been focusing on magic. I feel like magic, at least in this beta, is like the OP playstyle. It's also just like the fun playstyle for me as well, but I find that magic is incredibly strong. Like, watch, I'm gonna use it right here and just nuke these enemies, pretty much one-shot them. So yeah, magic is really good in this game. Of course, you have to balance and you have to use melee attacks as well to refill your E-core stat, but it's not like hard enough to do that it feels like it stops magic from being highly oppressive. And basically when you use parries, backstabs, melee attacks and stuff, all those different attacks will refill your E-core that you can see at the bottom right. That's what I use to use my spells and gifts and stuff. It refills it all at different values. Like, melee attacks refill the least, and special actions like backstabs, parries and stuff will refill more. So mastering your stuff such as parries is going to give you a lot of value in combat, as opposed to just relying on normal attacks. Trying to see if I can parry this guy. He doesn't want to attack. I might be able to do a launcher here. Maybe. Okay. Alright. So if you see, like, you even have launchers too if you get into focus state. And focus state you get into when you get hit, or when you time your dodge against enemies, you'll build focus bar, which is really cool. That's kind of like a cool perk for having good defense. I mean, of course, you can get it when getting hit too, but when you get it as getting hit, it's more of like a comeback mechanic. And when you get it through dodging, it's more of like you're playing really good and they're rewarding you. So you're basically getting either a comeback mechanic. Focus is basically functions as a comeback mechanic or as like a high skill mechanic. So that's pretty cool that they have that sort of element that can function to help both players, the skilled players and the players that might be struggling. So we're coming up to a boss. Let's just go in here and I'll kind of show off my playstyle. I'll show off my spells and you'll get to see some pretty crazy spell damage and such. So let's do it. So you see, I can even launch bosses. Pretty cool stuff. Took care of him pretty quickly. I'm gonna try to parry this attack even though I don't think... Alright, never mind. I wasn't prepared for that. Let me try again. Yeah, that was a bad idea. That was a bad idea. The parry I have, so the thing with parry, depending on the armor you're wearing, the parry has a different timing. So for the armor I'm wearing, the parry startup is a lot slower. So that's why you see me using it so early when I was trying to parry that attack. Yeah, still didn't get it. I don't think you can parry that. But yeah, the parry timing is different for each gear. Like you can see the white flash comes a little bit later in the activation as opposed to some weapons it comes more instant. So different gear, different play styles also come with like different parry timings and all that stuff, which kind of changes up how you approach combat. Of course, like ranged or caster playstyles sort of have a slower parry startup, which I guess sort of balances out the fact that they're more trying to be away from the enemy. And you know, if you were like a caster and you had like a good parry, you would be pretty OP, I feel. I mean, obviously I feel that having a faster parry startup is definitely better than a slower parry startup, because just due to like the slow parry startup, you're not even going to be able to reactionary like parry certain attacks on reaction, whereas opposed to like the instant startup that you'll get on some of these veils will allow you to parry a lot more attacks on reaction. Let me go see what I can, let me go try this out. Let me hopefully not fail miserably in the process of trying to show this. So yeah, there you go. I have a more instant parry. You see this enemy right here attacks almost instantly. Her attack, she has one of the fastest attacks out of all the enemies in this game, in this demo. So you can see I was able to handle that parry. I was able to parry on reaction quite effectively. So you get these pretty cool cinematics. Not all, I feel like not all of these Veil attacks, either they don't have them yet or only certain get like those really cool zoomed in finishers. So there I did it way too early. Almost like I was using my other Veil. If I was using my other Veil, that probably would have actually worked out because of the slower startup. Yeah, I love these animations, they're pretty sick. This cool stuff. Parry's pretty cool. You can actually turn that animation off too, by the way. It is kind of like a dragged out animation, I guess, if you're playing after you've been playing the game for X amount of time, but I feel like I wouldn't turn them off, at least not anytime soon. Like maybe after I play the full game for a while I might turn them off, but you know, it's right now it's all cool. They look pretty sick, and
you can't go ahead on your own.
I don't know, I'd rather just look at that sick animation. Actually, now that, let me just see what it looks like if you turn the animation off. I'm kind of curious to see how they abbreviate these moves.
I might have to keep you around.
Where is it? I know it's in here. I know I saw it. Cinematic effect for special drains. Okay, there we go. Cinematics are always off during multiplayer. I guess I didn't notice that. I never noticed that. I feel like I've already killed all the enemies that would be easy to parry right now. Oh, I guess there's some guys right here. Oh boy. I'm so used to that slow startup timing. Wait, let me do my launcher. I'm gonna get killed. So I guess that was without the cinematic. I guess the cinematic constitutes as zooming in, which I feel like some of the Veils, I already kind of said, some of the Veils feel like they don't even have those cinematics, so it's almost like the cinematic's off anyways. Oh, she's back.
Come on, up you go.
Sorry.
See if I can parry this. I mean, honestly, it didn't really do anything besides take away the zoom. I would rather just have the zoom, quite frankly. I guess unless you're trying to see like the surroundings around you from one enemy to the next. I don't know why I just did that, by the way, guys. This is that's probably like an awkward thing to just want to look at parry animations while I'm trying to do a sort of discussion about this game, but yeah, that's what happens when you get sidetracked easily. So before I wrap this up, let me just kind of show off one of the
Checking
big
your
cool
equipment.
things with this game. We have the blood codes. So in Souls games, right, when you spec your character, you're pretty much stuck with those stats unless you go through like some extreme methods to reallocate your stats. But in this game, you can just change your code to change your playstyle, which is so handy. You know, fighter, ranger, caster, you have like more specialized stuff, and it's just really cool. Honestly, it's super cool. Actually, it just makes the game flow so much better. And I hate playing games where they lock you into a playstyle or a build, and it's like, you know, it makes me like afraid to level up to allocate stats and stuff, because like I always want to play like effective and efficient and all that, you know, and I don't want to get myself trapped in something that's not going to be fun or strong. And that's what Soul games do. Soul games just, they make you afraid to do anything because you don't know you don't even know what to expect throughout the game to even know how to spec your character. And that's something you don't have to worry about here. Like when you level up, you just build general stats like HP and stamina, stuff you're going to use with every class anyways. So they have this blood code system
Thinking about something?
that ties into the different skills and equipment and all that, which is definitely one of the best things about this game. It makes the customization very free-flowing, very engaging, very customizable, and I feel like that alone just kind of puts it over Souls in a lot of regards. And overall, like, I want to say this is a good game. I think I will definitely buy this game when it comes out, you know, unless there's a lot of other games that I'm looking forward to, but this game has my attention. Like, I'm actually, prior to playing this beta, I was not following this game at all. I would see trailers here and there and I was like, it looks alright, but I'm not sold on it. Playing the beta has sold me on the game. Like, it feels good, the customization's good, the depth of the mechanics is good, the challenge is good, everything is really good. Like, this is a good, like, Souls inspired game. They definitely captured a lot of the essence of Souls, but they still have enough unique elements that'll make you be like, oh, well, this game's actually worth playing, or, you know, I like this more than Souls or less than Souls or whatever. So they did a pretty good job of capturing the essence of Souls while still offering a lot of its own unique flair. So thanks for watching, everybody. If you have any questions about anything regarding this game or general questions, feel free to ask. I will definitely do my best to answer them. Thank you for watching. Peace out, everybody.